Alrighty, what is going on, guys? So, this is episode 4 of Road to Nationals. I think episode 4. And at the moment, I'm just experimenting on how I'm kind of putting the videos together, video structure, setup, intro, titles. I kind of prefer it kind of like that Richpiana, bigger by the day style videos where I kind of give my narrative, and then you see me work out, and I gotta go through the workout as I go through. I even got a microphone for that stuff, and then doing all that, and rather than kind of like just show the workout itself, because I want to be able to show the workout, of course, because it helps me keep track of everything. But I also want to answer questions and do things that you really can't do unless you kind of have narrative. So I'm gonna be doing that in these videos from now on. We're kind of just on the drive there. As I'm down in my pre, I'll probably go over which pre I use. Right now I'm using Octane by Horsepower Sups. Lord, that is bright. But yeah, if you want, I'm gonna be down in that in a few minutes. But today I will be going over my workout. So today it's going to be legs. Now, more specifically, squat focused, because I'm a powerlifter, not a bodybuilder. While I do enjoy looking good, that's not the point of why I train. The point of why I train is, good Lord, there are JAs, jackasses on the freaking road. Ridiculous. But yeah, so I'm a powerlifter, and the whole point of my training is for strength. I want to be able to squat, bench, deadlift, and this is specific to me, strict curl the most amount of weight possible for my body weight. That way I can be called the strongest pound for pound. That's the end goal, and that's why I'm trying to get to nationals. Because if I get to nationals, I have the ability to learn more, meet more people, and eventually get to a point where I'm competitive at nationals, not just going. Because so many people just say, oh, I want to go to nationals just so I can say I go to nationals. Screw that. I want to be the guy to go to nationals, get my ass kicked, and then go, okay, I got my ass kicked. How can I start kicking everyone else's asses? And then get to that point where 5 years down the road, I'm the one that, oh no, he's coming? Shoot, how am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to get this total? How am I supposed to win if he's got this total? That's what I'm doing right now. And I'm not there yet. I'll be the first to admit. For a guy my size, I'm not strong enough. Like, there are people out there who are like, oh, wow, you can squat 475, you can deadlift almost 500, you can bench almost 275. And I'm like, yeah, but that's not good enough. And honestly, I don't think I'll ever truly be satisfied with my total unless I get to that highly world record holding competitive level, which not many people get to, and I might not even get to it, but I want to get to it. I know I'm going to get to that. Some people say, oh, you're never going to get there, you're not like this, that. But here's the thing, I'd rather put in every ounce of work I have to get there than to just say, oh, couldn't do it, it's too hard. I'd rather break myself than just saying, coulda, but I didn't, because I know a lot of people like that. Screw them. But yeah, so to go over it, today is leg day. Got really off topic, but today is leg day, squat focused. So I'm going to be starting off with heavy squats at high rep. So I think today's gonna be, actually I haven't checked my program, but if it's anything like last week, I think I'm either gonna be going with a heavy set of 5 or a heavy set of 3, depending on where I'm at in programming. I wanna say 5. And then after I do my 2 heavy sets, I'm gonna be dropping the weight, adding bands, and I think today I'll be doing box squats. For those of you who don't know or understand the importance of box squats, the whole point is to help find the depth, develop hip strength, develop stability, and then also be able to create explosiveness when you're in the hole. because too many people, when they squat, they kind of bounce out of the hole. And when you get to a certain point of strength, you can't do that with 500, 600 pounds on your back. You got to be able to control it at the bottom and then explode up at not quite a dead stop, but almost a dead stop as you're trying to get to the proper depth. Then, after I'm done with box squats, I'm going to lighten the load, and then I'm going to do, so it's going to be one heavy set of box squats, and then I'm going to lighten the load, add bands, which are going to help with accommodating resistance, and then that is going to, I'm going to do 5 to 6 sets of about maybe 2 to 3 speed reps. So those are called cluster sets. So you work the same amount of volume as if you were doing a standard 3x8. But the purpose of a cluster set is the cluster set makes it so instead of having 3 first reps as you would with a set of squats, you have 6 of those first reps, as in you unrack, you do the rep, and then that's your first rep. Like you're getting used to that unrack and go. That's the purpose of a cluster set. And that's why so many great powerlifters use them. That's why powerlifters use more sets and less reps than less sets and more reps. Then, once I'm done with my my squats, the next exercise we'll be moving on to, and mind you, squats usually take a while because I like to keep my rest periods between 3 to 5 minutes, but sometimes I'll go a little bit more if it's heavy. But with squats, it's just a lot initially. And then after I'm done with squats, I'll be moving on to, Romanian deadlifts. So the Romanian deadlift, it's honestly a great exercise for helping with the deadlift because of the fact that you're training the motion, but it's also a great way to develop your posterior chain. So with your posterior chain, that's where you get the majority of your power and stability in all 3 movements, your squat, bench, and deadlift. And the posterior chain goes from the top of your trap to the bottom of your calf, because that's the whole posterior. And making sure to properly train those helps translate everywhere else. So if you have strong glutes and strong hamstrings, that's going to help with your strong quads. I've myself had issues where my glutes weren't as strong to the point where I actually couldn't properly fire them. So my lower back was taking over on heavy lifts, and that led to a back injury. So learning how to properly Romanian deadlift, where you're not going all the way down, your legs aren't completely stiff, you're just going down to the point where you're feeling a stretch in your hamstring and glute, and then you're squeezing them and thrusting your hips as you're moving back up with the weight. I'm using a barbell on this because dumbbells, I'm getting too heavy on the dumbbells. But doing that will allow you to get better. Finally, I'm going to be doing 2 exercises on the machines. It's going to be hamstring curls and then quad extensions. Both those are going to help me to just develop overall size. So that's going to be the workout. I'm going to take you through it. I'm going to slam this real quickly, and then let's get to it. Not 100% sure if this is working or if you can hear me, but just finished my first set of warm-ups. I'm going for set 2.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain.
Feeling good. Haven't actually been on a combo rack in a little over a month since I've been using the Duffalo, but competition's in less than 2 months, so slowly transitioning from the Duffalo bar and a standard rack to a straight bar and the combo. This week's just going to be the combo, and then I'll probably be switching back to a straight bar in the next 2 weeks-ish. something like that. Oh. Yeah. Got the 100 shoes. Honestly, these things are sick. Can't tell if you can see me or hear me. Music's loud and I love it like that. But yeah, so got the pinkies. That's what I call these things. And off to the second set. I just do that's fact and I don't feel no shame. It's a mood you lack. Crazy. Nah, I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the track, right? It's still got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath. I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. So I predicted it right. I'm going up to 2 heavy sets of 3. One at about 350, the other at 375. And I might go up a little bit more on the 375 just because I hit 375 for 5 last week. And then I want to try with the wraps just to see how I feel with wraps this week. Excuse me, that is my buddy Kyle.
Well, f*** you, Kyle!
Bro, you're ridiculous, straight up. I am debating on whether or not to put on my sleeves since I'm putting on wraps in a minute. To be 100% honest, nah. I'm gonna just raw dog it up until my top sets. Oh wait, I don't have to go through the effort of putting the sleeves on, taking them off almost instantly because I'm only like 1 set off, and then putting on wraps. Yeah, I'm gonna just raw dog it till the top set. You shouldn't raw dog it though. Always make sure to have protection. That's just the rule of life. Always practice, stay sets. Yeah, always practice, stay sets. Not that heavy, but definitely annoying. Right hook, knockout, left hook, knockout, straight uppercut, left, right hook, knockout, 1-2 combination in, that's a knockout. I jump in head first. This is a knockout. Those of you who know where that song's from, you're a top G. If you don't, watch Undisputed 3. It's like, in the Undisputed series, that is the best song, or not the best song, that's the best movie out of the series. Because if you know what Undisputed is, you should know, no one talks about the first movie, because no one cared. It was basically just a rip-off of Mike Tyson. And then the second one was better, since they remade everything, but even though Michael Jai White's a good fighter, he wasn't a good main character. Then they pull the ultimate move and they make the antagonist of the second film the protagonist of the third film, and then he's the main character throughout the rest of the franchise. But yeah, Undisputed. If you love that movie, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. It's a good ass series. Comment about that. I can talk about that for days.
I just stole these wrist wraps from my friend. I have no idea how good they are. To be honest, the only thing SBD I've ever used are the sleeves and the belt, so I'm gonna see how their wrist wraps are. Who knows? Might end up using them. They ain't bad. I prefer them longer if I'm gonna be using SBDs. Otherwise, I'm gonna just keep using the Iron Rebels until like the federation I'm competing in tells me I can't use them, which I doubt will happen because Iron Rebel is a good company, and like this ain't even sponsored. Like I reached out to them. I was like, hey, can I work under your brand? And they're like, nah, we ain't looking for people like you yet. So I'm like, all right, chill. So yeah, go check out Iron Rebel. Who knows? If you comment enough, maybe I might become an athlete for them. I know Keith. Not bad. Not bad at all. But not gonna lie, I am dying today. So this whole weekend, I was spotting and loading for a powerlifting meet at Exceed Performance in Anaheim. And dude, 4 sessions over 2 days. I spotted and loaded all 4 sessions. Only breaks I got were really like during like some of the bench sessions, because I'd be back spotting and side spotting on squats, and like there were guys going up to almost like 700 pounds, and I was back spotting that while loading, and then I was doing the deadlift jack, so whole body's just aching right now. Yeah, like I was saying, exhausted, but that ain't no excuse. Just because you're tired doesn't mean you don't get it in when you need to get it in. Oh, forgot to unload this side like a dummy. Yeah, 385 for 3 today because I misloaded, and I'd rather ask my coach for forgiveness rather than permission. So, plus he doesn't care. If it's easy, I do it. If I fail, he just says, okay, cool. Just don't fail it next week. He cares a little more than that. Just a little bit more. I was about to say I couldn't find the clip. I was thinking for a second, am I dumb or just special? Whew. Bro, I can't feel my calves. Damn. You left them on the squat rack, and I can't walk far in these. Yeah, and Carl gave them to me. So by association, I can use them.
Hey, if you're talking, these aren't tight enough. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, well, you said RP 7. Thank you. No, yeah, no. That's just Inzer for you. Inzer's been disappointing the crap out of me.
You'll have your style will be better at. I'll do it.
So if you didn't hear that, that's Kyle. But I'm getting new wraps because these wraps aren't great. I've used them twice. Neither time were they good. I've only used these once before, so I wanted to try them out just to see because I am going equipped. Keith wrapped them. They ain't good though. Bro, you want them? You think shit. Bug it. Alrighty. Could not get the bands set up with this combo rack. I prefer Ghost for this exact reason, but both those racks were taken when I got here, so life goes on. I just added 40 pounds, 50 pounds to simulate it. It's not accommodating resistance, but doing what I can with what I got. And then it's box squats, 6 cluster sets of 2 speed reps. So I'm gonna go down, up, and it's gonna be tempo, about 5 seconds down, hold for 2 seconds, explode up. So you'll see right now. Definitely quick, but forgot. All right, now 5 more of those. Just did more spotting and loading because that's what the vibe is at powerlifting gyms. You get helped and then you help others. All right, that's it, off the deadlifts. So this wasn't recording because my microphone was off, but tore my hand open this weekend while I was spotting and unloading, and I just retore it doing RDLs. So it's not a big deal. I'm just gonna do my last set underhanded. Yeah, that should work. Just underhanded, and then I just got machines after, so it's not a big deal. If you're not bleeding, you ain't succeeding. It's a new quote. You ain't bleeding, you're not succeeding. Probably gonna give a bunch of people y'all strokes telling this, but I learned this trick when I was in gymnastics. Just put some chalk in it. It's like in gymnastics and motocross when you just put some dirt in a wound. It's not a big deal. Let's get this. Wow. Yeah, this is way harder. Yeah, I'm gonna call it there. I don't want to get blown in the bar. All right. Set at 90. I misread it. It's 12 reps, so 12 slow and controlled. Last set. Oh, come on, 2 more.